Okay, question 2 on our FRQs. Researchers are investigating the effectiveness of a fungus to control the spread of insects that destroys trees. The researchers will create 4 different concentrations of fungus mixtures, 0 milliliters per liter, 1.25, 2.5, and 3.75. An equal number of insects will be placed in 20 individual containers. The group of insects in each container will be sprayed with one of the following mixtures, and the researchers will record the number of insects that are still alive in each container after 1 week of spraying. I've written my answers down here at the bottom. First, it asks for, first part A, identify the treatments, experimental units, and response variable. Okay, the treatments. What did they create? 4 different concentrations of fungus mixtures. 4 different concentrations of fungus mixtures. I went ahead as an extra and I listed those numbers. Don't need to, but I did. If you would have just listed these 4, that would take it also. What are my experimental units? Okay, an equal number of insects will be placed into 20 individual containers. That's what's being sprayed with the 4 mixtures. What's being sprayed of the 4 mixtures? The 20 individual containers. The 20 containers of equally numbered insects. So we put insects in each group. An equal number of insects in the 20 containers. Those are my experimental units. If it would have said subjects, we would look for people. People things going on, but that doesn't happen. My response variable, what are they recording? The number of insects that are still alive in each container 1 week after spraying. The number of insects that are still alive in each container 1 week after spraying. Okay, there's part A. They give it to you in the paragraphs. All you got to do is look for it. Okay, part B, does the experiment have a control group? Don't write anything about a placebo, but yes, they do. The control is the spray with the 0 milliliters per liter of concentrate. Bing, that's it. Get in, get out of the way. Then the last one, describe how the treatments can be randomly assigned to the experimental units so that each treatment has the same number of units. My units are the individual containers. My units are my individual containers. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to assign each container an integer from 1 to 20. So it gets a number from 1 to 20. Using a random number generator, assign the first 5 numbers to the 0 milliliter group, the next 5 to the 1.25 group, and so on until each group has 5 containers. And that's how we assign them to each group. If you wanted to put write 5 slips of paper with 0 on it, 5 slips with 1.25, 5 slips with 2.5, and 5 slips with 3.75, put them in a container and mix them up, and then pull one out and randomly assign it to each successive container. You could do it that way. But this to me was the easiest way, using an integer. Okay, assign each container an integer from 1 to 20 using a random number generator. Assign the first 5 numbers to the 0 milliliter group, the next to the, or you could, you don't even have to say the groups. You could have said the first mixture, the second mixture, or whatever it might be. Okay, any questions? Well, of course, you can ask me questions. I hope that helps. So now I'll continue on, see if there's any other questions you might have. Shoot me an email or a reminder.